in an active construction site here. Nobody's around, it's raining, and it's Sunday, nobody's here. I gotta kind of book it. There's a little forest over there. I'm gonna run through the field in the rain, see if I can't find myself a little spot in the forest. You're watching Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin. Okay, let's go. Rain's come down pretty good. Got a duck in this forest. Set up a tarp right quick. Because we don't want to be wet all night. It's kind of a chilly night. We don't want to be wet for the chilly night. And I'd like to have a fire, but there's no guarantee. There's never a guarantee. Uh-oh. Found a fence. If only there was some way. If only there was some way to get around this fence. I'll never figure that out. Video over. I'm already drenched. This walking through this big tall field not only puts me at risk for ticks, deer ticks, probably carried by our buddy over there, but also I'm just wet. It's just wet, and now I'm wet, and it's just wet. Okay, exiting that awful field. My pants are totally soaked. I knew that was gonna happen, but you know, then after it happens, you're like, ugh. Okay, so kind of in this little forested area here, hoping there's like a stretch of trees along like a swamp. Hopefully I can find a couple of trees along the swamp. In here, it doesn't look like anyone's been back here in a long time. Not a lot of great options over that way. This is kind of close to the construction where I am now though, but there's two trees right there. May just have to take them. Kind of nice back here, honestly. The rain's let up, getting a little toasty now. Rain will hopefully, probably continue throughout the rest of the day and evening, but it's nice to have a little reprieve right now. Okay, I gotta find some trees for real to set that tarp up. I've been granted this little break in the rain, and it's tarp time, baby. I do believe I've found the only two even somewhat usable trees here. It's a big guy kind of over here off camera, and a couple of these over here. You can see this branch that I had to duck under to walk over here is gonna have to go. It's a dead branch, which is, I don't feel too bad about chopping that down. I am closer to the construction equipment than I was kind of hoping for, but there's just no other place to set up a hammock, really. This is kind of it. Still unsure about a fire. What I'll probably do is gather some stuff, have it ready for a fire, and then as nightfall happens, I think I'll feel more comfortable. Because right now I do feel very exposed. You can kind of see this light area. That's the field where the construction equipment is. I was hoping to not be in direct view of that, but as you could see me walking back here, it was kind of, I had to snake through fields and divots in the earth. It's like nobody's being like, oh man, what is that smoke? Let me go run through here. Nobody's gonna do that. So I guess this is where I'll set up. Okay, got the tarp set up. Kind of a weird setup today, and I'll show you why. So it kind of looks normal from this angle, but you go underneath it, and just because of the way the trees were, I kind of had to wrap this part of the tarp around this. I didn't want to chop it. It's a living tree. I didn't want to saw it down, and even if I could, the top of it's so entrenched in the canopy, I would probably just saw it at the bottom and it would still just dangle, and I'd have to saw it in two parts and then just have half of a tree dangling above the tarp. So instead of any of that, we get this. It's kind of blocking the wind a little bit, which is great because this is the direction the wind is coming. So a little blessing in disguise. How about this me matching the tarp, huh? How about this me matching this little tarp, huh? Yeah, that is totally planned. Home for the night. Usually on rainy nights, I will set up my hammock and stuff a little bit later, just so I have room underneath the tarp. Also, if it really becomes monsoony, then my sleeping stuff doesn't get wet. It's nice and dry in the bag right here in front of me off camera that you can't see. All right, well, the rain has definitely held back from dumping everything it's got. I think I'm leaning towards a fire. There's so much firewood back here. Even just setting up this tarp, cut a few dead standings that are just bone dry. Haven't been sitting on the forest floor. And again, I'll wait till it's almost dark. Have one kind of over here right outside the tarp, or maybe right, this tarp has a couple little holes in it over there from previous fires. I'll put the fire under there. No, not anywhere underneath where or not anywhere above where I sleep, so I'm not gonna get wet or anything. But there are some little holes, some little burn holes. So it's been a while. Haven't been on a camp like this in a minute. My leg is almost all the way healed, but it's healed enough to where I felt I could do this. I was originally going to ride my bike here today. However, yesterday when I was getting ready to just go on a little bike ride, my tube popped. It was about 9 days old, that tube. I don't really know what was going on with that tube. But it's not high quality apparently if it popped after 9 days of use. However, I was lucky enough to get a ride from my wonderful girlfriend. Thank you so much. It's because of her that I'm able to do this camp tonight, because of my busted leg, my busted bike. You may be a little disappointed to know that between mid-September and mid-October, which we're about a week away from, I'm taking a little bit of a dry spell. Not doing sober October, because I like to drink in the fall I'm doing like half sober September, and then this is the first half of sober October. So I don't have any drink tonight, except this Space Kitty. Oh yeah, this is gonna get me crazy right now. I have been keeping it mostly no alcohol. I drank on the live stream the other day. Go check out that live stream, I guess. All right, cheers everybody. Got a Space Kitty, got a classic small plus adventure here for you today. Already set up in the rain. In a little bit I'm gonna get some kindling. I don't know. Let's take a sip. Let's take a sip. Ah, I hit my teeth. I forgot how to drink beer. It's worth it though. It's a beautiful, typical overcast, about 50-55 degrees Fahrenheit, upstate New York fall day. You can't cook them better than this in the oven. You really can't. It's just so nice to be out here in the woods again, finally. And it's my favorite time of year to camp. Oh my gosh, this is I'm kind of in heaven right now. There's a little swamp over here. How about that swamp, huh? Got a tarp above me. How about that tarp? How about it? How about all this, right? Oh, it's good to be back. I haven't put out a stealth camping video in, I don't know, like 2 months. My leg, you know, it's tough to get out camping with a knee injury. It just it's frowned upon in the medical community, and it hurts. Want to give a huge shout out and congratulations to my buddy Sam Bananas. He's officially going full-time on the YouTube. Congratulations, Sam. I know he's been wanting to do this for a while, putting all the pieces in place, getting his ducks in a row, and you're finally there. Congratulations, my friend. This one's to you. And you guys look out for some more collaboration efforts with Sam and I in the coming months. Maybe a couple other people too. We've got about an hour of daylight left. I think we'll start getting my kindling, start getting some firewood, and start thinking about that fire. My legs are wet. I got some wet legs here. I got some weg legs here. I can see from where I'm standing there's a raised expressway over there, and the construction is behind me over here in this field. Other than that, I'm not really able to see too much, which is good because that means not much is able to see me. Such a relief to be out here. Okay, let's get some firewood. Okay, let's get this fire started. About 45 minutes, half hour till dark. I think it's okay. For the last time ever, I'll be starting the fire with birch bark from the 70s, handed down by my father. My parents recently moved across the country and went through all their stuff, so there's definitely no more birch bark, unless there was some stashed away somewhere. But this is it. This is it. So let's do it. And there you have a fire. There's something very contemplative about autumn. At this time, every year, I find myself just lost in thought. There's something about the weather. We're kind of coming to the end of a year, and I always think about the previous fall, what I was doing last year, what I was thinking last year when I'm out of my camps. What's running through my mind versus what's running through my mind now. Yeah, it's always kind of nice to sit out here in the forest, listen to the little bit of sprinkling on the tarp, watch the wind go through the trees. I'm in this little like gully or gulch or something, so I can see the trees going crazy out there, but I'm not really getting too much wind down here where I am, which is kind of nice. Ooh, oh my gosh, you guys see that spark come up? But yeah, there's just something contemplative about the fall every year, and I think that's why it's my favorite season. It's a season to reflect. It's a season to plan for the upcoming year. Look forward. You know, what will I be thinking next fall? I hope it's either as equal or even happier than I am now. I would hate to think if it was worse, if I was like depressed next fall. I don't want to think about that. That'd be terrible. Anyway, I'm just kind of sitting here, contemplating, looking at the fire right down here, looking at the trees. It's getting dark. I think the sun just set. Not that the sun's out. Yeah, it's set about 5 minutes ago. Still a little bit of light out, not too bad. Really nice camp. Really needed this. Oh man, my legs are definitely dry. I'm a little close to the fire. I'm gonna sit here for a while longer. I'm getting kinda hungry, not crazy hungry, just I'd say kinda. Like on the level of hungry, like between like really hungry and kinda hungry, I'd say I'm kinda hungry. So in a little while I'll eat. Nothing I have to cook on the fire. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do that. A lot of traveling this summer. Traveled to Washington State for my sister's wedding this summer. That was fantastic. I was in the wedding. I was a groomsman for my new brother-in-law, and then I helped my parents move in September. Went across the country with them and hung out in Florida for the better part of a week. And then I'm headed up to Florida. I'm going to just kind of around New York State, traveling a little bit in the next couple months. I might film stuff, I might not. It's for leisure. It's not for small plots. It's for other stuff. But yeah. Well, it's coming up, guys. Hopefully, in the next week or so, I will hit the coveted 10,000 subscribers. Guys, thank you so much for being a supporter of Small Plots over the years. I've had so much fun doing this. And I can't wait to continue on doing this for as long as you guys want to watch it, really. It's kind of hard to see, but it kind of looks like somebody's having a fire over there. The way the ground, I know it's tough, it looks like it's up in the air, it could be a house, but I'm down. So that's basically where the ground is, where that light is. Tell me that doesn't look a little bit like a fire. Yeah. I don't think I'm alone out here. Okay, I got a little closer. I don't know if it's a fire or a light, but either way, that's really, it's close. I know it's really tough to tell on camera, but that is like on this side of the canal. Like any other houses would be on the other side of the canal. This is definitely on this side. It's definitely in that patch of woods over there. It's really hard to tell with the leaves going, but either way, I'm not alone out here, and it's making me kind of rethink that. Oh look, you can see the traffic go by. That's nice. So I'll probably tamper down the fire, keep an eye on that light. I suppose it's possible that that is a light. There's a bike path over there. It's possible that that is a light on the bike path, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to keep this fire down as much as I can for the rest of the night. I did what I started it to do, and that's dry my legs off. I'd like to keep a little bit warm because it is getting down to the 40s Fahrenheit tonight, but it's just a little bright. Now, I will say that whoever is over there probably can't see the direct light of my fire because I am, like I mentioned, down a little bit. I had to walk up to see that. So I doubt they can just like look over and see the light of my fire, but they might be able to see vague illumination. Even though I'm right, if they also look over here, they'll see the street lights for the expressway, which I'm also kind of right next to. So I'm probably okay, but I don't like that. I don't like seeing other lights in the forest that I'm in. It sketches me out. I have seen homeless in this forest before. Not recently, but not super unrecently either. I saw a tent last summer. What's going on? Something's like on my eye. It's like just illuminated. I saw it like it was an abandoned tent. It was like done, but it was like recently abandoned. And then I saw a dude. Again, this is like last summer, maybe even the summer before. I can't remember, but like straight up camping in that woods over there, like in plain view of everybody. He didn't care. He was camping, not stealth camping. He was like stealth camping in his mind, maybe. But so I'm wondering, like, if that's either the guy I saw or somebody else who had a similar idea to camp over there. Again, where I am is through so much brush, and the earth is crazy, and the field, and it's wet. I don't think anyone's coming over here, and if they do, they're pretty dedicated. I really hope nobody's dedicated. Well, let's forget about that light over there. I think it's time to set up my hammock. Well, it's still, you know, halfway through the Space Kitties. And so at the end of the Space Kitties, yeah, so I'm trying to keep my fire small, which means smaller sticks, which means a lot more smoke, which means I feel like I'm breathing in the Canadian wildfire smoke again. This tree right behind the camera is enormous, so you're going to see what you're going to see right now. Okay, yep. Definitely moved the camera a little bit. Okay. Really enjoying the new hammock. The identical hammock to my old hammock. But just the material feels newer. That's the difference. That's how I tell them apart. Because they're both shoved in the kind of the same place. My older hammock feels like newspaper, and this feels like nice new hammock. Oh boy, yeah, okay. Not even kind of good. It's touching the ground. That wasn't good at all. Alright, let's go up to the top one here. Top rung on both sides. These trees are kind of close. I'm doing the best I can. Oh, jeez. We can do a couple more. Got a couple more here. That's the literal best hang I can do. We got it up at the top on both sides, and that's it. That's kind of what we're working with tonight. There's no better trees. I walked around here for like 20 minutes. As you can see, there's not really any better trees, and you can clearly see. So that's okay. It's whatever. I'll just pop my sleeping pad in there, sleep diagonally, do what I gotta do. That's a horrible hammock hang. Yeah. Okay. Well, hammock set up anyway. Hooray! So one thing I've learned in my years of stealth camping at this point is to use a loud air pump to blow up your sleeping pad. That's not stealthy in any way, but is more convenient. And I think that's really the best way of doing it. This is the red suricata. Stupid name. I hate that name, but I love that fill, baby. So yeah, I know I've mentioned it in several videos, but the best way to lie in a hammock or have a sleeping pad in a hammock is kind of diagonal. See how kind of flat that is? It's not, you know, totally flat, it's definitely curved in the middle, but it'd be more curved if I just put it in the middle like a banana, like a Sam Bananas. So it's going to be across this way, and that'll be a nice flat lay for how Sam Bananas, how banana-y the hammock hang is for these two trees. That's the best I can do, but here's a good example and a good angle to see, like, legitimately, like what diagonal means. And I try to lay like this every time. It changes depending on how far apart the trees are. Like if they're closer, the closer they are, the more diagonal you want to be. So here's the amount of diagonal you want to be. Well, accidentally got my foot on fire, got my shoe on fire there. Not, let's get a good shot of that. It wasn't, I was just chilling, and all of a sudden I felt something that was hot and warm. And it's because my shoe caught on fire, because it was in the fire. Well, that's great. That's just great. That's just great, isn't it? What? Yeah. Well, I thought I had boots. Oh my gosh, this is. There you go. Thought I had boots, winter boots this winter, but it's nice. It's nice when you're in the weather that is essentially a refrigerator, so your beer just stays refrigerated. It's time to eat. I was kind of hemming and hawing. I brought food out, but I haven't really been hungry. But I feel like I should eat, I guess, you know. So here's what it is, guys. This is a classic. This is a classic small plots adventure. So I have some Space Kitty. I'm camping in a weird, dumb place that's kind of next to the expressway, and there's really only one thing left to make this camp complete, and I think you guys know what that is if you're a subscriber already. If you're not a subscriber already, please, I'd love for you to subscribe. Have yourself a little time subscribing to Small Plots. If you're not like feeling a subscription, at least give it a like. You've reached this far in the video, please give it a like. You've enjoyed it, just pop a little like. If you want more of this, press subscribe. And then you can look at the channel. I have years of videos just like this where I walk through the city. I didn't walk through the city today, but many videos I walk through the city, and I stealth camp. I do a lot of urban stealth camping. So, in light of that, Tuna Creations, everybody, staple of Small Plots. I figured I haven't been around for a while, may as well get back to basics. We got Space Kitty, we got Tuna Creations. These are all, I got a full house of honey barbecue. That's what a full house is. And on top of that, what else? What else do we have? What is this? What's going on? I brought some pickled jalapenos. I buy pickled jalapenos in the giant, like this size jar, because it's like $5 to $7 for like months worth of pickled jalapenos. So I just took some out of there. There we go, some pickled jalapenos. I'm gonna sprinkle those on the honey barbecue Tuna Creations with what else? These are wet for some reason, but tortillas. I made a tiny little hole in this tortilla when I was pulling it out of the bag, so that's gonna be great when I go to eat this. I'm gonna say right now, as I'm doing this, honey barbecue does not seem like the dopest choice to go with pickled jalapenos. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, that's a good browny, purpley mush. That's what I like to eat when I'm in the woods. If it's not browny, purpley mush, I don't want to know it. I can't believe I lit my foot on fire. It was like so casual. The fire's not even going. That's why it happened. Because like I wasn't thinking and my foot just kind of drifted into where coals were. And melted my shoe. Sorry, Fitville, the company that gave me these shoes for free. I'm probably gonna just buy another pair of these, if I'm being honest. These are great shoes. So that's a good endorsement for Fitville. Fitville? Fitville? Okay. So, I've just got a tortilla shell with honey barbecue, Tuna Creations, and some pickled jalapenos. That's it. That's it. And like, maybe just like a little bit of love. Okay. Yep, that little hole that I created is definitely expanding as I roll it. I don't like extra bread. I'm gonna throw this in. Cheers. That's awful. It's like the definition of whatever. I don't even know if I want to eat anything else. I think I just have this one. This kind of sucks. I wasn't really hungry anyway. I feel like I'm forcing it at this point. Yeah, this blows big time. I still can't believe I lit my shoe on fire. Yeah, that was a big old pile of not that good of a camping meal. The pickled jalapenos did not like really blend with the honey barbecue tuna. It's more just like two separate flavors that I was having. It's not great. It was fine. I'm gonna have one more, but I'm gonna save these pickled jalapenos for another time. Okay, just plain honey barbecue, tuna creations on a tortilla. Let's figure it out with our mouths. I'd give it 1 point higher on the scale. Overall, you guys know I don't like to get fancy, but I think I'm ready to step it up. Well, I ate 2 of the 4 tuna creations. I still have mad jalapenos. I'm gonna put them back in my pack. No fear of bears or anything around here, so the worst I'll have to contend with are opossums or raccoons, and if they come around, well, all I gotta do is like a boo or something, and they're out of here. Well, at least I can say I didn't go to bed without eating dinner, because I was about to just go to bed and be like, I don't feel like eating, but I'm glad I ate. Glad I got something in my belly. I'll probably hang out here for a little while. Look at this. There's no fire. It's just like a pathetic nothing on the ground. Hang out for another few minutes, and bed is imminent. I gotta get up. I gotta catch my ride tomorrow. Get up on out of here. And hopefully I don't wake up to like construction going on. That would be a thing, wouldn't it? I mean I would probably just like mosey on out. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see what they're doing tomorrow. All right, well, we're here in the hammock. It's a familiar place. I've been in the hammock in a while, so it's kind of nice. There's a bit of an issue getting into the hammock because of how banana-y the hang is. It's just like the trees are so close. So I'm really, it took a few tries to maneuver, but I'm pretty comfortable now. But unless anything like totally just smackadocious happens in the middle of the night, I'll see you guys in just a second. Well, we're awake here. Gotta get out of here pretty soon. It's around 7:30 when I get up and get out before any construction crews come. I had a pretty, well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it was pretty terrible sleep last night. There are these lights. You can't see them here in the day, but they're like along the horizon there, because that's where the traffic is, the expressway. And they're just so bright. They're, you know, expressway bright. They're expressway light, bright lights. The bright lights on the expressway. So they were just keeping me up all night. They were just so bright. I kept trying to cover my eyes. Even that didn't really work. So yeah, I'm gonna pretty much just tear down and get out. So let me go do that. Nothing ever came of that light over there. I'll go look to see if there's a light over there when I leave. Yeah. Alright.
half done with the tarp here. I don't think I've mentioned this elsewhere in the video, but I am camping right next to a swamp, like a bog. It stinks. It stinks. It's not like a perpetual smell. It's probably why I haven't mentioned it, but it's just every now and then you get like a whiff of just swamp, whatever gases it emits, just nasty, just, you know, swamp, smell swamp. Stinks. Okay, back to the tarp. Okay, all cleaned up, all the ropes off the trees, all the garbage in the pack. Fire's all juicy down there. I think it's time to get out of here. I've heard some machinery sounds, but it's really tough to tell because I'm so close to the expressway and, you know, it's an urban area, so I don't know if the sounds I'm hearing are the construction equipment that I'm trying to avoid, but I'm gonna find out soon. I'm locked in here. I'm in a cage. Get here. Alright, goodbye small plot. Even a lovely small plot. Oh, what a good small plot that small plot was. Oh, good piece of plot. Okay, so this is not the way I came in, but I bet I can get out this way. Originally I came down that way and walked into the forest and then walked up through the forest. See if I can't get this done here. Oh man, this stuff sucks to walk through already. It catches at your heels. Alright. Like wraps around your leg kinda. This isn't so bad. It's kind of what I assume to be somewhat of a game trail or something. Certainly nobody's coming back here. Who would ever do that? Okay, so that's where I gotta go. This is what I was talking about last night when I saw the light. It was like right over in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk up there and kind of just take a peek. Really watching my step. I do not want to dislocate my knee, and it's not 100% better. And even when it is 100% better, it's still like worse than your knee. I guarantee it. Look at how all this is matted down here. Wonder why. Maybe deer sleeping? I saw that buck bouncing around. We're getting into heat, aren't we? Not like us, well, but the deer, isn't it the rut? Like soon, if not now, here in October 2023 Fahrenheit. Okay. I don't see anybody that way. I don't hear any machinery on. Let's keep going. I don't see anything other than kind of, honestly, like another good place to camp. Maybe I'll come back. This is kind of where I was thinking I saw the light. But as you can see, nothing is there. So either the light is deeper to the forest, and which I'm not going right now, or we'll see some lights out here at the Erie Canal when I leave. But I gotta climb up through all this right now. So let's I guess let's just get to it. Okay, I think I'm out of the worst of it here. I know it's not going to be that long on a video, but that's true. It took me like 15 minutes to get through really, really tall grass. I don't see any movement. I don't know if they're coming at 9 or what. But I don't want to stick around to find out. I mean, I'm leaving, so if someone is there, I'll just be like, hey, just leaving. Okay. Coming up to this hastily erected fence. Just bump around that a little bit. Okay. Not a big deal. I don't hear any voices. There's another piece of machinery back there. No people. No cars. Oh, I could actually probably... That's the way I came in, but it looks like I can kind of get in or get out this way. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Oh, there is a car. Okay. Looks like they're sitting in their car, honestly. So I'm just gonna, yep, there's trucks here. They're coming. Getting ready for the 9 o'clock shift. Yeah, that truck wasn't there. Yep, there's cars. There's cars parked all here. Oh boy. Just walking out. Just a casual stroll in the morning. Yep, that was the light. That was the light that I saw. Probably, most likely. Yep. Alright, so there's the construction guys who just saw me come out of the forest. And I'm not going to say anything. And I'm just going to walk down the trail. Shouldn't have come out there. Should have come out the main entrance. Nobody would have seen me. There was, I don't know if I got it on camera. I was trying not to just point a camera at them. But there were 2 or 3 guys getting like equipment out of the thing. And then there were like at least 3 vehicles parked there with people in them. Well, success. I wouldn't be surprised next time I see this place there's like posted signs or something. Although, as far as I know, they could see that every day. I don't know. Pretty peaceful night. The expressway is loud. Technically, I don't think I mentioned this in the video either. Technically, it's 2 expressways. It's kind of like where they intersect. 2 major local arterials. So that was just a kind of a loud night, kind of a bright night with the lights. Fun camp, kind of a not a great sleep. But this has been Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget, new episodes of Small Plots every Tuesday, 6:30. You know, I'm back on track. I'm back on track. We're doing it. We're back into the Tuesdays. I already got a few camps lined up for the fall here. Very excited. And beyond. And beyond. Well, thanks for watching till the end here, everybody. And I'll catch you on the, I wonder what those guys are thinking watching me walk out of the woods nexty. Mwah.